Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see, the number 16 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Texas A&M set to kick off to christen this game. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Hold and fire complete. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds the tight end. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Scanning the field, it's Carr. Scrambling away. Looking down the left side. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for room, it's locked. It's a running room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This opening drive has been all offense. Really good job, nice scripted plays, taking advantage, strung together a nice series. But here's all that matters for defense. We don't even care about yards anymore. Can I keep him out of the end zone? Great job right here. Step up, get a stop, force him either to kick the field goal or get no points, and this drive is still a success.
You know, I know it seems like an easy pitch and catch, but for the tight end there, that route potentially changes if it's man coverage. So good job by him knowing it's zone. I'm just going to sit down. This is basically like a check down, right? Let's just take the easy pitch and catch and keep this drive going.
Using the back as a receiver on the screen. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. The offense will have to use its first time out of the half. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. What a tackle in the backfield. He'll lose 6 on the play.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
Looking for a man. It's Reed. Just not quite able to make the connection. It's incomplete. Cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Looking for a huge play. Intercepted. Trying to take it back. Inside the 30. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Yeah, and tight ends aren't just line up and block guys anymore. These guys are athletes. You line them up all over the field. And nowadays, you can start to feature them more and more in the passing game.
It's complete on the right side. He steps out of bounds, but not before he has enough to set him up 1st and goal.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
He's down at the 1, and they almost had the touchdown pass on that one.
I like the aggressiveness by this defense. You got to play tight on the wide receivers. There's not a lot of space on the field. You got to be aggressive, and you got to make tackles.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Notre Dame! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. That's caught. It's Moss. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the 1st down.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Reed. Dances away. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47.
Nothing going right for this team early in the first quarter here. The defense is getting gashed, and now you've thrown a pick. The head coach has got to get his team together and get everybody to calm down and settle in.
And this defense, they've got to do a big job here. Like, offense puts you in a bad spot. You haven't had some great moments, but this possession, we got to get a stop, got to stop the bleeding, and get the ball back to our offense.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're setting up the screen. They make the stop at the 37, but not before he's got 10 yards and the first down. Mass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. The give. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Second down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Love. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football, and a great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting them the football, letting them get some positive yards.
Might be changing the route. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. There he goes! He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
And that's the problem, man. You want to heat this guy up. You want to bring some pressure, but you see the other side of that coin. You bring pressure, he sees it, he can run, get the first down. This defense, it's kind of a pick your poison. Too soft, too laid back, he runs it and takes off. Too much pressure, he can run it and run away from guys and take off. So, nice 3rd down conversion by the quarterback.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has it now, 1st and goal. He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Irish! And they take it in for 6 more points. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
This offense is looking ridiculous. 3 touchdowns now in the first quarter, doing whatever they want at will. I don't know if you're panicking, Palmer, but, I mean, they got to put something together on the other side of the field or else this one's going to get ugly fast.
One thing I know, David, is the defensive staff, after having the ball just run down their throat and thrown over their heads, they need to make some adjustments earlier than they probably... anticipated, because right now they have no answers for this offense.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll start this drive with an end around. Oh, what a move. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Time winding down in the corner as they come to the line. Handoff to the single back. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. To the ground to try to move the chains. The Aggies are stopped, but not before getting the first down.
Yeah, and a nice job dialing up that short yardage situation play call there, David. They needed 1 yard, and they picked up 2.
Yeah, great job up front. Great job by the back knowing where they need to go. Nice having a hole you can get through and not have to just do it all on your own as a running back.
And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. It's reverse. At midfield, he's got room. Speeding down the left side. The tap. Touchdown, Aggies. Once he got some room, it was over. What a perfect play call to get the score.
And you're watching the backside on all your runs, making sure that backside, they're not cheating, not flying to the football. The offense saw something, caught him in it. The defense didn't have an answer. The reverse works to perfection.
Few anxious moments there, but the hands team true to its name as they make the grab and get the ball. Here come the Irish back on offense. They've been nothing short of spectacular so far. 3 drives, 3 touchdowns, and they'll try to make it 4 for 4. The defense sort of hurts this quarterback out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage for a loss.
And that's a nice job. You got to continue to chase this guy. Nice job getting pressure, making him feel it, get outside of the pocket, and then you got to keep running. You got to keep chasing, running him towards the sidelines. And if I'm a quarterback, by the way, I think I'd have thrown that ball out of bounds for an incompletion instead of getting a loss of 2.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Back to throw, it's Carr. Here comes the heat. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
Well, obviously, at this point in the first half, the defense is finding themselves in a hole. You just get the feeling if they're going to get back in this, they're going to need more plays like that. They're going to need sacks. They're going to need turnovers. They're going to have to create negative plays to get themselves some momentum.
Looking left. And it's incomplete, and this defense makes a 4th down stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Running back searching for a hole. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on 3rd down. Quarterback feeling that pressure, and he's knocked down at the 42. They'll try to convert on 4th and long after giving up that big sack. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Got the quick pass. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Well, here's a classic sudden change situation early in the game. We're going to see a few of these as the game goes on, but with the defense getting that stop on 4th down in their opponent territory, the offense now has an opportunity to come out here and maybe take a shot in this sudden change situation, see if they can catch the defense now.
This freshman quarterback is slinging it out there to pick up that 1st down. The Irish have always been built on the run, but timely completions are important, like the great Tom Clements back in the day or John Hewart.
Got to be clutch, right? Got to be balanced and got to find those moments where you can thrive. It's always a system, it seems like, at Notre Dame where it's been built around the run game and it's built around physicality, but they got to get that element of balance to really take off and get to that next level.
To the air, it's Carr. Floating away. Creates a little room. Hits the seam wide open. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
He's pulled down after a tough run, gets it to the 6.
And defensively, one of the most important things is stopping the run, being physical up front. That was too easy for this offense. You can't give up 5 and 6 yards a pop on the ground. That is a recipe for disaster. They've got to be more physical. Get off the ball, get downhill faster.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Boy, they love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll go to the air on 3rd and short. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Well, on 3rd and short and field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
He makes a grab. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal.
And they must have had a play in practice that they just felt was unstoppable because they essentially just took away an automatic chip shot field goal to go for that 4th down. But because of the execution, it was just too good. They're looking now to score 6.
And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. On the direct snap, it's Fields. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They'll try to add another to their lead. Precision blocking up front, created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll give it to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the 1st down line?
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the 1st half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And the Aggies line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. Oh, it's a reverse. It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And I tell you what, I love the versatility of wide receivers nowadays. You can handle the football in many different ways, but I like this. Get him going full speed in motion. He's already got all that speed built up, handling the football. He can chew up 5 yards in a hurry, get you those critical yards you need to put you in better situations.
Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Fires to the tight end. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag run.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to bully their way for the 1st. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
It's a reverse. The quick feet, the acceleration, the vision, and he works his way to the 44. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll go to the ground. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Aggies.
And I'm not going to say that was a must score, But that was a must score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the second half.
Fair catch, called for and made. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass, it's Carr. Oh, they're after him. He's going to run it. And he'll skip his way out of bounds after a short gain, making sure he doesn't take any unnecessary punishment.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic, and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Looking to throw on first down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime.
Yankee blue! Yankee blue! Come on!
Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense. You're late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Under fire. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update. Ready to go here in the second half, and Notre Dame will kick it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. First play from scrimmage, and they'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, it's a negative play trying to run the football, and I think if you're on offense, you got to be thinking about throwing it now. You're trailing by a lot. You got to get back in this game. You need tempo, and you need explosive plays through the air.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he hurt him.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on 3rd down. Defenders everywhere as he is stopped for a loss of 5. Texas A&M going quickly. They run the reverse. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
Nice job by the defense there. You talk about when you have your foot on the neck of your opponent, you just keep the pressure down, right? You don't take it off. And with that opportunity on 4th down in their opponent's territory.
Next going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
it's tough to start a year. You got to go into a hostile environment, play a good team. They weren't able to get that win, but they've looked entirely different in this one. Playing at home, they've been feeding off of the energy of their crowd. They've executed better, and they're going to feel real good after this win.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking for room. It's Moss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
It's reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned, except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
And they go back to the well, and this time the defense is ready. Like, great job. You've already seen this wide receiver have some success running the football. They try it again. They try to give it to him on the reverse, but nice job staying home and getting the speedster on the ground.
For an offense, to make the wide receiver reverse work, you've got to have a lot of guys doing a good sell job. Running backs have to behave as if they're actually going to keep the football, and everybody else on offense has to be yelling out, run, to try to make the defense over-pursue. No Oscars being handed out on that.
Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. I know some teams have an aversion to punting. It's sort of the new wave of football. But giving the other team this kind of chance, that's just not smart.
Man, you got to give credit to this defense. In the sudden change situation, they barely had a chance to even blink. Just a second ago, they were on the sidelines. All of a sudden, there's a turnover. They got to take the field. They're on their own goal line, and a phenomenal job getting lined up, communicating, and making sure that that pass play fell.
And they will score! Touchdown, Irish! With that latest touchdown pass, it might be a good time to mention Brady Quinn threw 6 touchdown passes against BYU. That record might be in jeopardy.
And that's a good day. If you're starting to talk about that already, you know he's spinning it. He's in the zone. He's feeling it, reading the defense, everything coming out on target. He is having himself a day.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Reed. Under fire. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
Well, coming out in the second half, they knew they needed to throw the ball to have success, and they have not yet found a completion here in the third quarter. This quarterback has got to be able to find a way to get himself back in rhythm.
And the defense was ready when the wide receiver got the ball. Texas A&M going up tempo. They'll run play action. Looking to the big tight end. And that is interception number 3 on the day. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
There were a lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his 2nd interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
Notre Dame has made this second down play much more difficult after going backwards. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting in those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
Really tough on an offense. 3rd and long, it's tough to, you know you're passing the football. They know you're passing the football. I'm going to rush the passer. I'm going to drop back deep, make you throw the ball underneath. But, you know, quarterbacks also want to force that football and try to get that first.
Deep shot for the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, the offense taking a shot after getting the takeaway. They're in what's called the fringe area. It's not quite the red zone, but it's a good spot to throw posts, to throw goes, to throw deep corner routes, smash routes. And that's exactly what they were thinking that time. Just a little bit off on the throw. Nice play by the defense, but I love the aggressive nature that time by the O.
Looking downfield, it's Reed. The sweet feet buy a little time. And the ball squirted out. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Man, it's so hard to keep a rabbit in the cage, that quarterback, right? He's going to scramble around. He's going to make plays. And when he gets outside the pocket, you're just trying to get a hand on him. How about getting a hand on him, forcing the fumble, and recovering it? Great job by the defense continuing to chase that QB.
On the move to the right and looking for a big one. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but 2nd down coming.
And this offense is just, they've struggled to get in a rhythm. And I like they take a shot down the field, but interested to see how they can maybe get some easy completions for this quarterback and get him in a little bit of a rhythm.
And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent, of things they did right and things that they got to do more consistently moving forward.
Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. Wide receiver comes in motion with jet sweep pass. On the sweet spin, and he's free. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And this offense looking more and more like themselves. This is what we're accustomed to seeing. Last week, more of a blip, right? 0-1 to start the season. Kind of had some bad vibes, some bad mojo. Bounced right back, putting up a ton of points. And this one is all but over. 1-1 is here for this team.
Wants to go up top. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And the defense on him, and he will go down. Sacked on the 2-point try. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll go to the fullback. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. The give to the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down, still moving. And what moves this guy has. The jukes, the wiggles, the squirts just went right past him and picked up the first down. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Takes the handoff. It's Moss.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. They'll leave it with him. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And nice job on 2nd down. Maybe you're expecting a pass, but sticking the run in there, catching them off balance a little bit, getting a big gain, getting the first down.
They'll go to the toss. Couldn't find any room at all, and he'll lose 7 on the play.
Well, the defense had the perfect play call on there. Offense trying to go toss into the boundary, but the defense dialed up the corner blitz. Perfect play for the perfect moment. They get the tackle for loss.
Running to the left. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. And the Aggies are way behind the sticks on this 3rd and forever. They'll try the right side. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page.
Yeah, this offense, man, they just continue to struggle. And they need to find something that they do really, really well. And running the football late in the 4th quarter when you're getting beat by a good bit, that's probably not it. This offense needs to hit the gas, and they need to pitch and catch a little bit, throw the football around.
He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the right. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here comes the option. He'll pitch it. A 6-yard pickup that leaves them with 3rd and 4.
Playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
He wants to throw it. Caught in the backfield. It's Price. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the 3rd down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass.
He's going for the big play. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive.
Reese, I know you're a little bit of a front runner, so you probably would quit. You'd probably sub yourself out and take yourself out of the game. But I like that they're continuing to fight. Keep fighting. You never know what's going to happen. Actually, you know what? I know you're not going to win, but it doesn't matter. Keep fighting to the very end.
He lobs one high down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. Wide open spaces. I'm sorry, you're unlikely to win today, but here's a fabulous parting gift, a late touchdown. Once the game reaches this point, you start thinking ahead and how you can find something positive to take into the next game.
Dang right. Keep the offense rolling. Try to find some plays that I can use throughout this season that I can have some more success, or I guess have success. I haven't had a lot of success today, but I'm looking for the future.
They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it. ready to get moving. The defense made a play with that interception to set them up. Now to see if they can cash it in. And he finds some solid space, makes a nice game before the defense is able to stop him.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. From the 36, a third down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Keeps it and gets the first down. Nice run there to keep things moving before they force him out of bounds. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Quickly to the tight end. Put it right on him. Sweet play, good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down. Notre Dame now operating in the red zone. Wants to throw on first down. Unloads it left. Trying to pull his way in. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. On first and goal, Notre Dame will try to get it in the end zone. Trying to punch it in. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Well, obviously this team didn't get the start they wanted to on the year, coming into this one 0-1, but a great job there getting that drive, putting 6 up on the board. They've got a comfortable lead. They wanted to turn the page and start to build momentum. This is a massive win for this program.
Fair catch called for and made. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to pass. It's Reed. Here's a heat. Makes the grab at the 30. Turns it on down the left side. They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's first and goal from the 7. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. A first down run on the doorstep. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That's a great individual play, and I love cornerbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
Wants to go up top. Safe completion on the screen. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time, when you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Now he'll let one fly down the left side. He's got it on the outside.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the fourth quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive, pedal to the metal.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. The big fellas coming out in the goal line defense. Smells it. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
He'll call for the fair catch here. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Reed. Pressure coming. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss. Oh, it's a reverse. They make the stop, and the clock strikes 0, and that will do it for this one. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline.